Neace hit Masters on his second account. Really well played. Obviously, a fresh account will have a very susceptible MMR, and with the new changed LP changes, the swings will be exaggerated. So it will be interesting to see what happens next now, if he will be able to maintain Masters and even keep climbing, or if he will drop back down. And I think it will depend on his process. I haven't seen his process lately, but I think it hasn't really been put to the test either when you're just winning a bunch. It will be exposed now if it has changed or not, and I think that will be key. Because when the losses starts to creep in, we will see how he handles it. If he's actually trying to problem solve his gameplay, or if he just has that old bad process that we looked at before, where he just blames teammates and not taking responsibility, etc. Then I think he will just go right back to mid-low diamond. Okay, so why did he suddenly hit Masters on this account? I think there are multiple reasons, as I talked about before. One of them is the fresh MMR thing with the swings. But I think the main reason is him being more motivated and sticking to Tryndamere, which is his old one trick. He stick to one roll, one setup, and just spam that, keeping stuff consistent. That is what gets you LP. If you compare it to the old account, he switched roles, he switched champions, he switched setups, he switched everything, and he was very demotivated towards the end. So that really matters. I think he could have climbed to Masters in the same time frame on this account if he was able to do that psychological switch, which is really hard to do, and if he just did the same thing as he did on this account, where he just picked Tryndamere, kept stuff consistent, and didn't switch anything up. I think he would have been able to hit Masters on this account. But he was so convinced that the matchmaking was something wrong with it or whatever. So he kind of needed to create this new account to have that psychological reset. And then there's also an aspect of when you start climbing on a new account, you'll win a lot of games because you're playing against lower rated players. And then you'll gain confidence that will further translate into your gameplay, and you will play better. I still think he could have done this with the old account. It will be interesting to see what happens next, though. Let's see if his process has changed. That will be key.